What's up everyone, it's Kevin. Last year for The Mandalorian Season 1 I've done a small diorama with Mando and a child. You can check the video on my channel if you want to see it. And for the Season 2 I'm gonna print the Razor Crest. This one is on Thingiverse, it's done by Fane Engineer, and there's a lot of different models, there's a lot of different style. I'm not sure why everyone is a bit different, but this one is pretty nice. It's cut in a lot of parts, so it's a bit of a pain to print a lot of things, but I can try to fit a lot of them in the photon and try to upscale the model, so that's a good thing. That's gonna be a lot of work, so let's go. So here I'm showing you all the pieces. It took me a while to support everything. I had to reprint a couple of parts and some of them were a bit thin, so it was really tricky, but it was not really difficult, it was just a lot of things to support. As you can see, I've put most of my support on the side and some of the part who connect together. I'm gonna see later on some of the problem that I had with it. Every time you support at the bottom, you're gonna have some deformation and it's gonna be a bit annoying. So putting everything back together is gonna be a bit of a pain later on. So maybe sometimes it's better to put the support on the good side of the model rather than under, or like the keyhole and everything. For example, here on the side of the wings you can see everything should fit together, but having all the support pulling down, it's gonna bend everything a little bit. So here I start to assemble everything. Doing the flaps, they're really tiny and easy to break, so they were annoying. I'm filling some gap with resin, assembling the landing gear, and I'm trying to just glue everything. I'm using super glue and resin after for the gap. Here I'm using toothpicks for the pins. You can print the pins if you want. For me it was the right size for the toothpick, so why not? Here I'm filling the gap right now. As you can see, when everything is together, I have huge gaps and resin alone is not enough, so I went ahead. I usually put the best that I could. I'm not really good with it, but it's a bit messy sometimes. Here the door was okay, I just used resin and I was able to fill the seam. And here when I'm putting the wings and everything, that's where the biggest gap were, so I went back with the milliput again and did my best. And I even used some 3D printed tool to try to help me sculpt the milliput a little bit, and it was really helpful. Okay, so after a lot of works, milliput to fill the gaps, resin over, sanding, coming back again, it was a long process. I finally have it, the whole thing is together. I'm happy with the size, even if it was I think 40% from the original scale, it's great. Some of the parts are super thin. If you want to print it on the photon, I recommend doing 40% because that's the limit I was able to do. But if you can go over, just go over. If you have a bigger printer, definitely go over, because some of the parts like the doors and some tiny panel, they're super thin at 40%, and it's a bit weird to work with those kind of scales, so it's still good. I had a lot of parts who broke, like those kind of flaps over the engine. They broke a couple of times. I had to re-put them and try to glue on the side, so the whole process was painful, but the result is worth it. I'm gonna prime with like chrome, kind of shiny chrome rattle can that I got. I've done a try already, it's looking fine on a small piece that I had apart, so I'm gonna prime chrome and then I'm just gonna go over and try to do a lot of weathering and things like this on the paint job. Not sure what's gonna happen, so let's go. Okay, so here first the pattern on the side. I went with just freehanded the stuff. I used a pencil to have some small mark first to make sure everything was fine on both sides. But it doesn't have to be perfect, it's just some straight lines, some rectangles, so it's really easy. I'm gonna have some chipping effect on the side after, so that's gonna cover some of the small mistake. And the result is pretty nice in the end, really easy to do. Here I'm doing all the panel line. It took me a long time. I just used black paint and some water to make sure everything flow in between the line. And It seems really easy, but the surface is huge, there's a lot of line. I had to repaint a lot of them to make sure they were really dark. And it was good because I was able to like redefine some lines who were missing sometimes. So it helped a lot, but it took a long time. Now I'm on the wash part. So what I'm doing, my idea was to just wash on the panel and then clean up with the cotton swab after. So here I'm taking off most of the washes and then I'm cleaning inside the panel. What I want is the center of the panel to be cleaner than the outskirt. The closer you are from the panel line, the dirtier, kind of. Like you want to simulate I don't know, the oil, the dirt, everything like sticking on those parts. Here I'm doing the same on the side, so I'm just gonna do the whole thing over. Oil wash would have probably been really better. You can have a way better effect in the end, but I went with acrylic, that's all I had. Here I'm doing some effect on the back of the engine. I'm adding some small weathering here, like trail of dirtiness. I'm not going overboard, but just adding some line here and there to make it a tiny bit more dirty. The ship itself is not pristine, it's not brand new, but it's not super weathered as well, so I've tried to find the right balance in between. Here I'm back on the engine, applying my second color. I've done the same on the smoke cannon. And here I'm trying to do wet blending on the glass of the front cockpit. I've never done it before, so I went a bit random and I couldn't really control what I was doing, so in the end I've tried to clean up the effect and I went back with just some normal paint and some layering. It's a bit messy right now. The end result is not perfect, but I was like, okay, let's try wet blending, and then I thought, okay, it's not really working. I'm just gonna try to clean up everything and leave it the best that I could. Okay, I'm done painting the Razor Crest. Everything was pretty nice, pretty new as well. I've tried a lot of new stuff. I'm happy with the result. This took longer than expected, the painting process. It's probably short in the video, but doing each panel one by one, washing over, cleaning the wash, doing some small detail, it took me a really long time. I thought I was gonna be a lot quicker. Maybe I should have washed first and then see if the recesses were fine, and then I would have probably been able to skip one step, but that's okay. I should probably try to look into oil washes. I know acrylic washes are a bit, I don't really like them. I try to use them, but they're a bit messy. I don't really like the look, so I might try to buy some oil washes. But the result is pretty nice, pretty close from what I wanted, so that's cool. And yeah, the painting took a long time, but printing was probably the longest, with post-process and make sure everything was smooth. So that's pretty cool, pretty happy with this one. If you enjoyed the video, tell me what do you think in the comment. You give a like, you subscribe. I'm 3D printing stuff every week, painting them. So if you want to see more, stay tuned and see you next time. Bye.